Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 15. Um, Baby, this episode was a snooze fest. I'll just say that right off the bat. I struggled to get through this episode. Like, it was a whole bunch of nothing. I feel like bravo for this season of Real Housewives to be this late. For y'all to be this late in the season, I feel like y'all should be coming with us like with like all you got for the last few episodes, because this is episode 15. Okay. So I think they got three more episodes after this, and then reunion, and then let's see if this gets renewed for a season 17. Okay. So let's get right into this review. Okay. So the episode starts off with like, clips of what they were doing the night before. The same night that Shamia found out that Shiloh was sick, okay? So we were watching, I guess, phone footage cam of them throwing ass by the pool. Okay, I will say this, and I'll probably bring it up a couple more times in this review. Shamia, this is not a good look for you. As a mom, you are going to get critique. You're gonna get critique about it. Your child is sick. You just found out that your child is laying in a cold room. Okay, and she's sick or whatever, and then you go throw her ass right after. Like, it just, that don't make no sense to me. That does not make no sense to me, and I feel like you should be more responsible with you know I get it's reality TV, but like, you should be more responsible with putting information like that out if that's how you're going to react to it, because God forbid you and Gerald go through a divorce or something like that, and with the custody thing, God forbid that happens, okay? Because they say reality TV, they ruin marriages, but I'm rooting for you and Gerald. But God forbid something like that happens in the future, and they pull this clip up in court. Okay. Anyways, like, I don't know. I just didn't feel right. Like, girl, your child is sick, and it wouldn't even come to my head like to go throw some ass by the pool right after finding out some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Everybody different. Go ahead. So anyways, next scene is Drew and Angela. They're recapping the last night with Britt overreacting or overacting with Shamia. Okay. They say that they notice Kelly and Britt aren't that close, so they're setting up Kelly and Britt's storyline, the demise of their relationship or whatnot. Cool. Anyways, so next scene, we got Shamia FaceTiming her mom. Okay, Shamia is acting like she's in shambles. She's a wreck. She tells her mom she had a rough time last night. What? Bitch, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. You cried for like 0.5 seconds and then went to go shake some ass. Like, girl, you don't see how this is a bad look? Like, I don't know. I don't know. And this is not just editing. This can't be editing. Unless, like, y'all were throwing ass, like, before you found out the news. And then Bravo somehow put that clip after, you found out the news about Shiloh. I don't know. It just wasn't a good look, Shamia. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So the mom explains to Shamia that the state that she found Shiloh in. She was like, oh, yeah, I found her cold, shivering, with no socks on, this, that, and the third. She said the nurse had on, like, a coat and everything. And I'm like, I had so many questions. Like, why is the room so cold? Gerald works in HVAC, and I don't really know what the fuck HVAC is, but I'm assuming it's like vents, ACs, and shit like that. That's what it deals with. So why didn't anybody turn up the temperature? Like, I don't put some clothes on a child. Why doesn't the child have proper clothes on? I just have so many questions. I don't know. I don't know. This is why I say, like, when matters like this, I feel like, baby, you didn't know you had a camera in your face. Like, this is going out to the whole world. You cannot be surprised when people are looking at you crazy as a mom. Like, I don't know, Shamia. I don't, baby. Whew, I don't know. I'm not saying she's a bad mom, but at the same time, I'm gonna say this looks crazy. She's not a bad mom, but this looks crazy. I don't know. Okay. So next scene is Cynthia, Portia, and Phaedra. They're recapping the last night too. Okay, they're talking about Britt's behavior at dinner, just talking shit about the girl. This was a major talk shit session. Okay, that's all they did this session was talk shit about other people. But like that's what they do on this show, anyways. Okay. Phaedra says Kelly does not want Britt to use her glam squad. Yes, the girls are beefing over glam squads, and I kind of understand. Like I don't know. So, anyways, I took notes. So, Britt meets up with Kelly in the next scene. Okay, Kelly's talking about her divorce. She got divorce court as soon as she get back home to Atlanta. Britt brings up the dinner that they had, where Shamia was throwing shade at Britt, and Kelly basically ain't had to. She did not have her back at all. I will say that. Like I don't know, have her back. I wouldn't say Kelly didn't have her back. I'm just saying Kelly was keeping it real with her, but I feel like I see where Britt's coming from because it's like as a friend, okay, like you see them jumping on me or whatever. I feel like this is not the time to like take their side and then like keep it real with me. Like girl, correct me in private, but have my back. Like that's basically what Britt was trying to say. Okay, Kelly brings up the fact that she's reinforcing her statement from that dinner the night before, where she basically told Britt that if this is how you're moving, if you are moving like you are a real housewife with like, the Rolls Royces, the bags and stuff like that, you got to move like that in all aspects in life or else you ain't got no fucking, you can't sit with us basically. So yeah, Kelly brings up the fact that, and this is why you got to watch what you say sometimes because like you could always catch somebody in a lie. You just got to let them talk. So Kelly brings up the fact that Britt supposedly paid for her staff's BBLs or some shit. She took her staff on a trip and paid for all their BBLs. To this day, I want somebody, if Britt paid for your BBL or any other type of surgery, I want you to step up and step out, do an interview with somebody. Baby, you never know who's watching your, I know nobody watches this video, but like, baby, if you watching this video and Britt paid for your surgery, any type of surgery, let the people know because I still don't believe it. But anyways, Kelly brings that up and basically says you can't say you were bankrolling like that, paying for people's surgeries, and when it comes time to donate, that you don't want to donate. Like you only pulling up with $250. Hello. 3 packs of tissues. Okay, you can't move like that, and then when it comes time to give back, you ain't got shit to give. That's basically what Kelly was saying, and Kelly's not wrong. Like, Britt, you look dumb as hell. You could look crazy. Like, girl, 3 packs of paper towels and $250. Yeah, no, ma'am. Okay, and then Britt, she brings up the fact that the conversation changes. Britt just like she's like basically, Kelly, I don't like the fact that you roll with an entourage. I feel like that's not the real you for some reason. I'm like, where the fuck is this coming from? Like, what the fuck her got an entourage have to do with you donating? But anyways, okay. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Britt is trying to take Kelly's glam team. She had a meeting with Kelly's glam team, and Kelly found out about the meeting, and she basically told her glam team, do not work with that bitch. Now I kind of agree with Kelly. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like you know how artists work with the same producer and then sometimes they end up sounding the same. Like, baby, Kelly does not want that. Like, Kelly wants to dress how she dresses, okay? Kelly wants her own style, okay? Britt, you gotta find your own peoples. And like my thing is like, Britt, you can't claim that you bankrolling like this and you don't have no entourage, you don't have no glam squad, and you bankrolling like that. See, everything about Britt, just every lie comes out slowly but surely. Get what I'm saying? I don't know. Um, the ladies meet by the pool, right? And some of them, Portia and who else? I don't even know. Portia and Angela were somewhat matching. Kelly came out matching with Shamia somehow. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if this was a planned outfit that they planned before the trip. I don't know if like I just don't know, like what the fuck, like. But anyways, it's giving stage. All right, everybody else comes out, they not matching too much, but you know. Anyways, Kelly usually matches with Britt, so Angela was like, oh man, Britt's gonna be real mad when she finds out that she not matching with Kelly this time, and it's Shamia matching with Kelly. That's petty as hell. I don't know. But yeah, speaking of Angela, we ain't see much of her in this episode. She got like two scenes maybe. And that was it. And maybe that's what contributed to this not being a fun episode. But okay, I don't know. I don't know. All right, so Drew and Portia decided to let bygones be bygones, which Drew, you better than me, cause baby had Portia lied on me like that, baby, I'd be on her ass till the end of time. Like that, like girl, like first of all, you lied on my coochie. You said I was, messing with your man. Okay, you know your man's not my fucking type. Okay, okay. No ma'am. No ma'am. You try to control what the fuck I'm doing with my fucking music by telling me I can't work with your producer, my producer, which happens to be your baby father. Okay. Like, no ma'am. I don't know. I don't know. Cause baby, if you want to be petty and make this something that it's not, I could actually make it into something. That's just how I am. But anyways, they let bygones be bygones. Drew, you better than me. Anyways, tourism chairman, the chairman shows up. Whatever. He invites them to Jab Jab. Jab Jab is their form of a carnival. Hold on, I thought I heard some. Yes, Jab Jab is their form of a carnival over there in Grenada. Okay, Jab Jab is what they were referred to. It translates to demon. Okay, and they dress up as demons during this festival, this carnival. They dress up as demons. They paint themselves in black oil or some shit, wear the horn helmet and everything, and then they go and have a good old time. I found that really interesting because in Creole, Haitian Creole, jab also means demon. So I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, so like, what language do they speak over there in Grenada? I'm gonna Google it after I finish this video. But anyways, yeah. So Kelly and Drew talk about their divorce. All right, it turns out they got the same anniversary. Did I catch that right? Because I was barely paying attention for this episode. They got the same anniversary. Okay, and I think they were married 10 years, both of them, or no? Yeah, right. And they're both going through a divorce at the same time. I thought that was weird, but the world is weird like that sometimes. Portia says she has a surprise for Shamia. Okay. I'm thinking, what the fuck is this? Like, I thought it was gonna be something grand or something like that. No, no. Portia gives Shamia her straw hat, her big ass straw hat, and I'm like, okay. And then she lets her borrow her bathing suit. You know, baby, I feel like Shamia borrowing people's clothes for the majority of this trip was the best thing that could have happened. Not gonna lie. Okay. Shamia needs to take Portia's glam team. Shamia needs to take Portia's stylist because anytime she has come on this screen wearing something of Portia's, she's looked amazing. Case in point, this bathing suit. Okay. She looked amazing. It was just a simple black bathing suit. Okay. I don't know if it had designer on it. It didn't look tacky. Okay. It wasn't giving Shamia. Like, I loved it. She came out looking amazing. Portia announced her when she came out. Portia announced her to the girls as the Queen of Kenya. Baby, I looked at Brit like the camera went to Brit for a little bit. I thought Brit was gonna lash out real quick, cause she don't like nothing that has to do with Kenya, baby. Kenya more, maybe the country girl. Cause she got whips and pistols for him. Girl. Anyways, Kelly goes to talk to her lawyer. Okay, she leaves the girls by the pool. Kelly goes to talk to her lawyer. She explains to her lawyer that her ex bought a lot so that they could build a house on it. And she says that the lot was supposed to be hers as a gift from him. And she found out that he sold that lot to one of his friends. Um, I don't know, baby. Let me tell y'all something. If the shit is not, if your name is nowhere near those official papers, gift or not, I just feel like you ain't got like that's it, baby. Like you ain't got no say in what the fuck happens to it when you know divorce comes. You know, I wish a lot of women would like. This is a common theme with a lot of women. I just don't know. Like y'all ain't got y'all names on the house, the car, the lots, nothing like that, and then you get surprised when you know you're not owed it or they sell it or like get what I'm saying. I don't know. So she's like, oh, I ain't got the papers for it. She says that her ex-husband gave her papers for the lot or some shit like that. Baby, I hope your name was on those papers. Because the way you're talking, it doesn't sound like your name was on those papers. Because how could he sell something? How can he sell something that was meant to be yours? Get what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, so they get prepared for Jab Jab, okay? Shamia reveals that her luggage arrived. And you know what's crazy to me is that Kelly knew to ask her because she came downstairs dressed. Everybody's dressed, right? And then Shamia came downstairs dressed. And then Kelly goes, oh, did your luggage arrive? And I found that so funny that she knew to ask because Shamia was looking like Shamia. Okay, Shamia had a Chanel hat on and Chanel rain boots. Mind you, they are going to get slathered in oil over there. What are you doing, girl? What are you doing? Like, Shamia, we know you're rich, but like, you're giving, this is your first time. Oh, God, it's just no class with it. It's just, oof, girl. I wish, see, shit like this makes me wish Marlo was on this fucking season as a friend of the show or something. Baby, Marlo would have had a girl, what? She would have been on Shamia ass. Oh my God. But anyways, so they get to Jab Jab. All right. They cover themselves in oil. It wasn't really too much to the scene, okay? They cover themselves in oil, have a huge freak off. Everybody's grinding on each other, dancing on each other, this, that, and the third. They dance on the floor and then they go home. That's it. Next day comes, they're at breakfast, okay? They're talking about how they washed all that oil on them. Me personally, like, I don't know. Would I have participated? Probably, because it's a once in a lifetime, type of thing. Like, they could say, hey, I went to Grenada and I participated in Jab Jab, no problem. But like, I don't know. It's a lot of oil, baby. I don't know. It's like, can you imagine? And then they had to wash it off. So I'm like, that oil had to go into the pipes and then, just polluting the fucking water. I don't know. We gotta find a different way to do this. I don't know. But that's their culture. I'm just let them have it. Cool. So, at breakfast, Kelly talks about the divorce. Okay. She says that after she hung up the phone with her attorney after the conversation, her crystal, Kelly, she carries around a damn crystal. I love that for Kelly. She's spiritual somewhat. Like, Kelly is just hilarious to me since. So the crystal that she carries around fell and broke. And she googled it, okay? A broken crystal. She googled the meaning of it and she was like, yeah, that symbolizes the end to a relationship. So I thought that was cute, cool, okay. Now, I don't know if that meant her relationship with her ex-husband or her relationship with Britt, but yeah, that's pretty much where the episode ends. She throws the crystal into the ocean, and that's pretty much it. It wasn't much. It wasn't a lot going on. It was just a whole bunch of oil and ass shaking. That's it. Baby, speaking of, like, girl, what the hell do they do when these cameras go down? Like, get what I'm saying? Like, baby, they have these Bolo-esque events. I'm like, first of all, I don't watch any other franchises, but I'm like, do they do this with the other franchise girlies? Like, is that how they get down on Real Housewives of New Jersey? Like, when the cameras go down, they start humping on each other? Because, baby, I'm like, what the? Well, hold on. Hold on. What the fuck is going on? But anyways, that was that. Next week's episode doesn't look too interesting to me either. Looking at the previews, who knows? But I will be there to watch it and review it. But anyways, if you like this review, if you got anything to say, comment, you know the whole shebang. Comment down below. Like the video, okay? And I'll talk to you guys on my next review, all right? Peace.